All right. So in this video, what we're going to do is we are going to add to our race car game. We're going to add to it like a lap timer, right? So when you're playing the game, basically what we want to do is when you hit the green thing, it's going to start your timer, and the timer is going to count up until you get your car back to that finish line. Okay. Um, until you get back to the finish time. And then when you finish, it's going to add your time to the list over here. All right. So here's how we do it. Okay. Now I'm going to be going back and forth. So follow along, use that pause button. And this one gets a little bit confusing. So if you get stuck, make sure that you are kind of paying attention. All right. So we're going to pull that out. We're going to pull that out. We're going to pull out reset timer, set lap 2. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to, okay, so your code should look like something like this right now, right? So the first thing we need to do is we need to create a timer. So we're going to go into our variables, and you're going to go to this thing that says make a list, and then you're going to name this lap timer. Okay. And then you're going to hit OK, and then it's going to add it in there. I already had one in there. I'm actually going to get rid of this one, or lap times. I'm sorry. You're going to create one that says lap times. After you've created lap times, I'm going to drag this out here just so that I have it. After you create that, you're going to need to create a variable. You're going to need to create a timer thing. Okay. So basically looking at this, so you're going to add a set lap time to timer. So you're going to go over here. You're going to find your set lap time. I'm going to put it under here, set lap time to, and then you're going to need to go to sensing, and you're going to need to find timer right down here. Okay. You're going to drag this in here. So set lap time to timer. Okay. And what that's going to do is it's going to set your timer there. And then we need to set the timer to 0. Otherwise, it will not. Otherwise, it will start from where you left off, and then there's really no point. So you got set lap timer to timer, and then you're going to say reset timer. So in here, you should find reset timer right here. Click on this and drop it. You can either put it above or below. You can kind of toy with that. I like to put it above just because that's how my brain works. So you can go say reset timer, set lap time to timer. That's going to set it to 0. Then inside of your blocks right here where you did how to make stuff move, you're going to add this block here that says change by 1, right? So you're going to find that one in the controls. Actually, it's in the orange one. You're going to do variables, and you're going to do change blank by 1. So change lap time by 1. Okay. So what that's going to do is it's going to add 1 for every. It's going to basically add the timer in there. It's going to count up as the program runs. Okay. So now when I hit the green button, you see how that timer's increasing. That's what this guy does. Okay. The next thing you guys need to add in there is set timer to 1, and then you need to add these last 2 blocks: your add time to lap times and your show list. So you go to scroll this over here. So add lap time. Okay, add to. Okay, so then you're going to find this add to. You're going to put this at the bottom. So add lap time. Two lap times. Okay. Yeah, 2 lap times. Let's look at that. Make sure it's good. Lap times. And then at the end, you're going to do show list. Show list right here. And then that should make your program work. Oh, we're missing one more thing. We needed an extra restart thing. Okay, we need an extra kind of function to get our timer to start. So I'm gonna move this over here. The last thing we need is we need this extra start. So you're gonna drag out another on start block. On start. Okay, and then you're gonna need this hide list. Hide list. Where's it at? I think it's in variables. You're gonna go find hide. Make a list. You're going to go to hide. What are we looking for? Hide list. Where's our hide list? Okay, hit Control F. Hide list. Where's hide list? Oh, it's down here in the bottom of the orange. You're going to go to hide list and then lap times. Okay. So what that's going to do is when I hit the green button to start, it's going to make all those things disappear. You're going to go do your race around your track. When you get back, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. When you get back, it's going to pop up the score, and then you can see your time, right? So every time you go around that, you can kind of see your time and you can gauge that. Okay. So that's our activity for today. This one is a little harder to follow and a little more complicated. And I know my explanation was kind of not great because of the time. But what I would encourage you to do is after you kind of follow this and do this, check this list and just kind of make sure it works similar to yours. Okay. I will post both those things in Schoology for you. So make sure you guys use those. Okay. As for our activity goes, I believe that might be. Well, we might add one more piece to this, but I believe this is the second to last piece of our um, race car activity. Okay, so it's just a couple blocks, but be very careful where you put them, and just pay close attention to details. Okay, all right. Good luck. Let me know if you need help, and I will be around.